My name's Woodrow. Welcome to this week's review. Let's go here with pickles as always.
Yes, hello everyone. I
Yeah,
hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you all survived your holidays and continue to survive this incredibly hot summertime that we're currently in.
yeah, I know, right?
Now, if this mic will stop going down, now it's just doing right in front of me. I'm literally watching the microphone go down.
Yeah, like it's going simple something simple. Wow, like
Yes, I'm literally looking at the volume controls and I'm watching it slide to the now it's sliding further to the left.
uh, that's weird.
So right now, I have the microphone button clicked. I'm
Okay,
holding down left click on it, and it is fighting me, trying to go lower.
okay, well,
The only reason it is currently at the volume it is at is because I'm holding click on it to keep it in its place.
I got it. I got
It is insane.
it. I bet.
I'm holding at 92 right now, and it keeps jumping down to 70.
Yeah. Okay, so, well,
I think it I think it stopped. Nope. Now it's at 84. Now it's at 71.
uh, well,
Give me a moment. I'm going to disconnect the mic and try this again.
okay, go ahead. While we wait for him, we'll finish it up. Cleopatra season 2.
And starting season 3, and now it is still doing it. It's still lowering. It's like a countdown, like a
Uh,
literal,
yeah, okay,
it's like a
so,
literal countdown.
I only watched 3 to 6. What, what about you?
I did 3 to 7.
Okay. Yeah, when I would, like, on yeah, yeah, there was no separate episode you watched season 3, episode 1, which I did not watch at all. I was what you do with that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it on episode 3. Paradise Found. After the two months time together, the team splits up on a unknown player who swaps for the Easter tablet. Now, they've been out for like a week at this point, if not more, and it drives crazy because, you know, Kevin is walks in his face drama. Brian is doing whatever he's doing. I forgot what he was doing specifically. And Akira was just the whole pokey happy self.
Yeah, it's basically a case of them just spending too much time together.
Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to see if I can pull you up on my end. That way I can hear you a bit better. Alright, give
Yeah,
me,
I have no idea what's going on with this. It is insane watching the volume just move on its own.
yeah, yeah, that happened to me before on my map. So, okay, I now have you at full volume in my audio software. So, we will see how that goes. But yeah, they have had a bit too much of each other and they come across this planet that only has one life form control coming from it, which I don't know about you, but when I heard that, I was like, is this another living planet? I mean,
Now, I did not get that at the start. Um, but in hindsight, it was one which was a case of, oh, that's the obvious thing.
yeah, it just makes sense that, hey, if there's only one life form on this planet, it has to be the planet. And I only got that because, oh, we have a character that's a ritual planet. What's the chances that we would get another one of these? Yeah, so,
I will say that this episode is one of my favorites, and that I love how blatantly terrible it was at trying to hide what it was.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I agree. I definitely agree. But, I mean, it tried to,
Yeah, this episode is flat out one of the funniest of the entire show.
uh, yeah, it tried to keep the devil from, it tried to keep them from leaving by projecting their most wanted desire, I guess you could say. How would you describe that?
Okay, so I will say that this episode and like the planet there was just a lonely planet that had no idea how people worked. and was just trying to figure out ways to keep them not trapped there, but just engaged there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
just overly friendly.
yeah, yeah, definitely. No,
When it came to it, the way they would read the characters' minds, that's something that I didn't get from like the other sentient planet on the show. So I was not seeing that that's what was going on there. I thought at first it was a trap, and then like it was another scheme,
yeah,
but the fact that it was so incompetent in figuring out how to like lie about stuff led me to believe, okay, this can't be actually malicious.
yeah, no, I mean, the, it really confused it for me when they got to the part where Cleo was in the pyramid with her dad and friend, and we see a unicorn bat or whatever it was called appear out of nowhere. Like, okay, so this planet, whatever it is mixing up what it needs to do because Cleo didn't seem the type to attack a bat unicorn bat. Well,
She's definitely the type to attack that. She's the type to attack anything.
okay, yeah, that I misspoke. What I meant to say is that type of creature wouldn't be the type that comes from her head, and we know that that was a hero's imagination right there. Just the fact that, this planet thought, oh, let me reuse a character and
Just reuse assets because it's running too much stuff at once.
yeah, the like ooh, and that's when it gave it away that okay, so this is clearly the work of something. So yeah, it
Yeah, it's not like they were being attacked while they were there, or like the attacks that were happening were very non actually threatening.
yeah,
So it's
no,
not something they needed to worry about.
yeah, I'm definitely it wasn't, you know, Octavian attacking them, so yeah. But the fact that they figure out, oh, wait, these lock people are actually one consciousness. Like, oh, hey, wait, it's the planet that's alive.
And since that's something they've already dealt with in the past, it was something that like easily handled. They didn't need to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, they're
Hey, it's a
classmates.
lonely planet. We know about Lonely Planet.
Yeah, no, like, we have a classmate that's a predator, so let us help you out.
Just leads me to wonder, like, how many of these things are out there? Where did they come from?
Yeah, that that's on my mind too. So is definitely is there a whole galaxy of sentient planets or what? Because yeah, it's insane.
Right. But it doesn't mean that there's not much importance in this episode other than the introduction of a new character.
Yeah, no. Uh, going to episode 4, do you want to take that?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So next episode is School, and this one is basically it is going to be
What?
the very limited winter break season because apparently the planet that they're on only has two seasons, either the sweltering summer or incredibly dangerous winter. So everybody has to leave the planet for winter break, and Cleo is going to stay with Akila's family, who ends up being experts in the legend of the Savior.
Yeah, hey, Kekos. Hold up real
Yep.
quick. I think you skipping over one. Let me double check.
Oh yeah, Cleopatra needs space.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, I'll go back to that one.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
that one's Cleopatra needs space. And I don't know, maybe I'm skipping over it because it's the breakup episode between Brian and Aquila.
okay.
It's also the episode of them all just being incredibly annoying to each other. It's not a very fun episode because you don't want to have an episode where you just watch people be unkind to each other.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you, but I'm like, hold up. He's get the one, by accident or it's subconscious not wanting to talk about.
Well, it is by accident, but I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
Like the episode starts off with Brian and Aquila being incredibly nervous about going on a first date together,
Yeah.
which leads to them breaking up in the middle of their first date. And it is just wow, they're both being annoying. And they're dragging everybody else in the middle of their stuff. You have Kensu trying to tell Cleo to stay out of it, which she should be doing.
Yes.
I'm annoyed that the lesson is that she should have gotten in the middle of her two friends during their relationship problems. No, she shouldn't have. That's their stuff to sort out.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
To the point where they're arguing so much they don't even realize that she gets kidnapped. And then she has to save herself, and then them when they show up and get caught. Because they're all being idiots in the episode.
Yeah.
We do find that what's his name? The crush that Cleo has.
Uh, I. Oh God. I.
He's forgettable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the crush guy. That he still can show up at the school because he gets like a temporary pass to go there, where he offers Cleo information for where one of the tablets is. Though it ends up just being a trap. Not even a trap from Xerxes. It's a trap from Dave and
Yeah,
the scavengers. So they get captured again by the scavengers.
yeah.
We have Cleo ending up as a. I housekeeper there before friends come to rescue her.
well,
I do like the scavengers. Out of most of the episode, they are the most likable parts of the episode.
yeah,
You get this cute little thing between Dave's pet and
Cleo,
Cleo's pet,
yeah,
so that's nice. I'm cool with that stuff.
uh,
Um, over the course of it, it's basically just them deciding, hey, they don't have to be in a relationship, but just don't be jerks to each other.
yeah,
But yeah, this was a nothing burger of an episode for the most part, other than everybody being a jerk.
yeah, no, I mean, this was definitely a whole thing of nothing with, I hate that they do that, but it's what,
Okay with episodes not having to drive the plot. I just don't like that they made everybody so unlikable in the episode.
yeah, and
Just have them be on a fun date. That would have been a satisfying episode.
yeah, and I'm looking over the characters, and I swear the guy's so unforgettable that so forgettable that he doesn't appear on the character list. So yeah,
He has very little importance on this show. He's the cute character that Cleo crushes on. That's his entire role.
yeah. Uh, so and that goes. Now let's go to school break, which um, Cackles will say Cleo and Alfred are going on a long 1 week winter break and obviously because Cleo can't go home, she needs to go with a killer to her parents' walk and her parents and her bonding over Cleo and we get a nice kind of nod to it when they call by her full name. So Cleopatra. Okay, so technically,
Yeah, that was an interesting revelation. I did not expect any of that.
yeah, nuclei at all. Hmm. But I mean, it goes to show how successful moms are about Cleopatra. Yeah, but they basically tell, hey, there's this golden lions grow in the forbidden snake jungle, and you know, here, this supported the hormones on paying attention to all decides to run off into this very dangerous jungle and have a snake pretend to threaten all the hormones will come looking for and you know save her with okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So, what were your thoughts about the whole thing of there being an entire planet of people who just know Cleopatra? And yet it's supposed to be a
Mm.
secret at the academy that she's the savior.
Yeah, I thought that was a little redundant. Like, you have one school where she's not supposed to be this famous hero, and then you have a completely opposite school where there was several multitudes and simple autograph, all of that, which is insane. Like, come on, how secretive is this great prophecy? If
Not
it,
that it's very secretive at all.
yeah, yeah, that's where I feel. Mm.
Yeah, it's one of the things I would consider like a weird plot hole. And I don't use that word very often, but this does seem like a plot hole.
Well, I think what they're doing here is suggesting like, hey, this is what it would be like if people at Pyramid knew who Cleopatra really was.
And it's weird that okay, there's a planet which is all about researching Cleopatra and all that stuff. Yet at the school there's like a room full of ancient artifacts, and that's it.
Yeah, no, like,
Or that Cleo actually has like statues and other stuff. I mean, none of this seemed like it was secret. It seemed
yeah.
like just stuff everybody knows. Do these people never leave the planet? Do they never go off world? Do they never like talk about things to people?
I did know, and I do have a few theories, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. But
And also, yes, Akila's mothers were just ignoring her. I don't care what they say, they were ignoring her flat out.
yeah, no, I mean that was foul. Okay, we're glad you're home, but you brought home a pop song with you that we really like. We're gonna go overhaul no matter what. Like, really? Okay. Mm. Mm. Now, it was the freaking show. They did end up getting the gold to school, and I can't remember what it said or if they even read it. Do you?
They said it, but it was weird riddle stuff.
Okay. Uh, was okay, so let's move on to episode 6. This is the last one that I watched because it didn't. Season 2 doesn't have separate episodes. It has 6. So, okay. And this one is in title that goes what on episodes what whatever. Mm. You gotta go into the thing on the key, the space station in February, named that the well, well, the growth. The big robot minions about players are built. However, Cleo and Yosara disagree who will lead the assault on the, the factory.
Give me one moment, I'll be right back.
Okay. Uh, uh, um, um, but yeah, this one was different, interesting, due to the whole fight with Octavian and the clicking technology that Brian made up was nice, I will say. Mm. 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 Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, we're back. Okay. So, yeah, like I was just saying, this was a good episode to see. I mean, we definitely had more Sarah and Cleopatra dialogue in here, which I like. Too bad that Cleo wouldn't heal Sarah out when she had a plan. Hmm. But what did you think of it?
Wait, just one moment.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So I did step away for a quick second because I had to check something. Um, I do want to know what you really think was going on with that sword.
Okay, so if I had to say anything, it's dark. It's made or contains dark. So it's made of or contains dark metal. And if anyone's life with that stuff, I think that would completely end that poster. Now, there's
Well, you
another.
mean stuff like things like I think that the sword may be a reason for Xerxes' immortality. Maybe even like that's where his actual spirit is inside of. Stuff like that.
Uh, you said that Octavian's soul is in.
Why am I calling him Xerxes? Octavian, yeah.
Yeah, now the results of the robots.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's why. I was wondering where that came from.
Yeah, now the results of different robots. Not the.
Octavian.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I mean, it could be, but that would raise the question of how did he attain that slope and what kind of deal did he make?
Um, one thing we always have to remember is that he is old. He predates the Egyptian dynasty, from what we recall. I believe so, right? He's
He,
30,000 years old.
yeah, he's from Cleopatra's time because,
I thought he was from before her time.
well, I mean, he might be a little older than her, but they're from the same point in time because if if you remember ancient history, Octavian in our world was wanting to marry Cleopatra and take over her kingdom.
Because when he reveals to her how old he is, I believe that she responds about how that's even like older, like than her, like where her people are. Let's check and see what year does Cleopatra in Space take place in.
Um,
Mm, okay, 29. Okay, so the time is currently 30,000 years in the future. He
yeah,
was already in existence at that time, so he does predate at least how old Cleopatra is.
yeah. I mean,
So from her time or a little bit before.
yes. Would
Oh yeah, yeah. Xerxes is the empire. Is Octavian who's leader of the Xerxes?
okay, but yeah, no, it definitely he has wants control over her for whatever power he has. And
I think also that the Empress has been infected
okay,
in some way. Some part of his power is like will be influencing her.
we will have to wait and see. uh, so you said you watched 7 episodes.
Yeah.
What was number 7 called?
Okay, so the seventh one, I had to go back and look at the episode title, but it is basically your generic shrinking episode where they go in and have to deal with parasites who've infected Cleo's pet, and they shrink down and end up finding out that there's been a colony of space fleas that's been living on Behos since before they picked them up on that lava planet.
Okay,
So they're
so,
like they're British space flea pirates that
uh,
live on Mihos, and together they battle against a parasite that's been making him sick.
okay,
It's a weird one. Because like yeah, every show has to have your generic shrinking episode, and that's what this one is.
well, I will say this.
It is as it is as nothing an episode as could possibly be, except for finding out that there's a sentient race of British pirates living on Beho this entire time.
Okay, well, I will tell this. For me, that episode is season 3, episode 1. So, you, yeah, that's, I did not watch that. I will be watching it next week. And
Okay.
next week is 7 episodes, and well, 7 for me, you could watch 2, 3,
6, and we're just gonna power through the end of this show.
yeah, 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 because, you know, it's almost over like those 7 episodes. Well, I'm saying 7 because Toonsday is episode 1, season 3. So, yeah. but we will be done with it next week, and after that, we're gonna have a week of we talk about whatever we want. So, yeah.
And I will say I will be good this Friday if you're up for theory crafting.
I am. I will message you probably on tonight or tomorrow. So
Gotcha.
I will let you know. Alright.
All right. I will see you, man.
Alright. Say goodbye, guys.
Later, taters.